a 5-star hotel. And I wish she well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Been a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 5-9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
You're good, you're good. High forward, ready.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
You kill.
And the Saints. Hey, what's the ball? Watch out, watch out.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, I7.
Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Thomas, the intended target. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Draw play. Ingram now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates it.
And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And just shutting him off there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson. Roberts has it. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you...
And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Hey, we're pretty quiet, G, we're pretty quiet.
Jackson from the shotgun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bree's going to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so... He's got a man, complete. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to and that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did.
There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Got you. We go 21, 21.
Breeze now on first down. He's got Smith here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 40 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze here finding Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Complete, Smith has it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Ginn. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
95-56, 95-56. Check.
On first down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Breeze to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 34 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's caught. Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going for it. It's Hill. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Running with Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Let's go! Here we go!
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 2, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Goff. He gives it to Cooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. On 1st down, Goff. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He got 29 yards that time.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 39, Hill, and Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. And, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ready? 95-56.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 2 kill. 5-9. Go. 26 months.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze again has it complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Check.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s.
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Fresno. Rush in.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A.J. Klein in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A.J. Klein. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Chance. Hey, easy.
Now Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 15-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Club D. Yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice.
Sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak and listen, couldn't find the social fishing. Who the cool, it wasn't true. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I told no wrist. Why but you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
When I shut out my whip, hey, spent about 10 on my feet.
12.
Hey, exit. Back then, you had to zip.
Wait, cut.
Got a whole water all on the ship. All these 4 lanes pull out the bill. Turn up, baby, pour out the milk. Play no high drip.
Ready? Yellow lady. Ready? 5-9. 36. Hey, Charlie. Wait, cut. Ready? Yellow lady. Hey, kill.
Watch out flip. Watch out whip.
Let him.
I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
Hey, do. Wait, cut. Ready? Yellow lady. Kill.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel.
218, chop.
Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show
Sammy.
Yeah. Paper stuff the ass like I don't know no bill. See the pain
Hey, easy.
in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill.
95-56.
Show them skills. Yeah, I got it.
Here we go.
You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it. Rep for your bro, for your post, the pop in your projects. Hands ripping.
Easy, opposite. Tonight.
Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods.
Ready?
Coming out the
Yellow
cut.
lady.
Do what you could.
5-8.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soul chills. My truly code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 53. Hey. Wait, cut.
See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one
Ready?
for your photo reel.
95-56.
Blessing after testing, I'ma
cut.
show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so
Ready?
special. I'm
5-8.
a
02.
in my eyes, it was the
cut.
Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and leave them side of hill. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. It's a
Ready?
deep rich
You're good.
This
High
ain't
school.
no
You're good.
just beat 10 steps instead. Lose, I want can't lose, ready, rest or bed. Do what you can and do, make it next move your best.
Ready? Yellow lady. We got 21.
I'm keeping it so for real. I'm feeling that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly code is chill. Stories
Ready?
treacherous,
5-9.
I effortlessly show them
64.
skills.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, kill.
Stop the ass like I don't know no bill. See the pain
Hey,
deep in my
easy.
eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this
cut.
way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills.
Ready?
You
Yellow
ain't
lady.
gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories
Kill.
treacherous, I effortlessly show them
Hey,
skills.
easy.
Yeah.
Wait, cut. Set. Yellow lady. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Wait, cut. Ready? 95-56. We go 21. Hey, one, wait, cut.
Find out my team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay
Ready?
strong.
Yellow lady.
I just wanna play off.
Cut.
Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like
Ready?
every time I touch down,
You ready?
I gotta stunt.
11.
Ricky Moss, yeah, my
Hey,
numbers
come on.
going up. All these trophies, what do I need anymore? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB.
Ready?
Wake up and then I win,
95-56.
gotta do freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
You're good.
If you ain't on it, they don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yellow waiting.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Then I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino.
Ready? You ready?
Right before I leave.
Wait, cut.
Like I'm Eno. I'm part Italian. When I'm Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself.
Ready?
With the
95-56.
in a five-star hotel. And I wish it well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for
Ready?
my people
Yellow
in my
lady.
hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's.
Hey, easy.
Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Then I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
Ready? 5-9. Hey, easy.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it right away. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Work and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhyme, I get you everybody lives.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Over.
Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Then I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
95, wait,
Man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, numb in the man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced, playing with amateurs. They're on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years blessed, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.
Ready? 95-56.
I'm cocky, I do my dance. Jump in the stands, numb in the man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best I am. You know we keeping it low. I like a turkey, I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's Come on, set, five. I hear a lot of trash talk. Talking about making the name. I put on the jets, the coast regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route to the tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all cool.
80 weapons.
Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic.
Shoot.
Got it on. Smash. Put on the gas. Open up. Crash. Honey yard. Dash. Honey yard. Dash.
On the ready.
Dash. Honey yard. Dash. Honey yard.
6-6. Go. Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Chopper, chopper. Hey, team 6, get it. Ready? Ready, ready. Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Let's go now. 18 Gators. Set up. Ready, ready. 60 Outlaws. Greystone travel. Now. Ready? 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Big River. Big River. Okay, ready? Recon. 130 10. Got it. Got it. Ready to break. 5. Set, ready. 8, 2. Set up. 10, go.